and welcome to this special episode of the FNU Pulse. This year, FNU has achieved quite a lot. In this special series, we'll focus on our conversations with our deans and directors while we highlight all these important achievements, key achievements, like we call it here at FNU, to celebrate them with you, our people and our FNU family. So today, to kickstart things off, we have none other than Captain Hanre Sagaitu from the Pacific Center for Maritime Studies. Now, Captain, I have to start off by saying congratulations on the Fiji water deal. I think that is big for the center on its own.
Definitely one of our achievements this year.
Yes. And I think there's some other big things coming up, isn't it?
It certainly is in the pipeline.
Oh, yes. So we're super excited about that. But let's take a look back. All these past months, 2025, amazing year for PCMS. And what are some of the key achievements, apart from the one that I mentioned? And what do you think, out of all of those achievements, was a super big milestone moment for you, your college, your students, and also the former graduates of PCMS?
Thank you very much, Crystal. One of the super achievements this year is our intake. Our cadet intake this year is the women. We've managed to achieve 45% intake, and this is in accordance to the IMO action items that they want to see equality in gender in the seafarers, because currently the ladies they occupy only 2% of the seafarers in the world. So hopefully with that 45% we will see some increase in the numbers.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely.
Yeah, secondly, so that is our main, that we're so proud of, that our numbers have reached 45%. And then this year we were visited by the Secretary General of the IMO.
Yep.
So the IMO has a Secretary General, which is like the Pope, very hard to meet him.
Yep.
But he came to visit us, so that was another big highlight for us. He came and visited us in August this year.
Right, and he really enjoyed his visit. I was there as well. He planted a tree. He had lots of fun with the students.
Yeah, and he enjoyed the fresh coconuts from the Maritime College.
Yep, I think we all should go by, a Maritime just to taste one of your coconuts. All right.
Thirdly, we had Solenda Pacific Fishing Company that donated one of their fishing boats for training.
Amazing, that's great.
It's currently at anchor in PCMS, but we have, due to the cyclone season, and because it is unmanned, we saw it safer to beach her. So we have, with our small boats, towed her to a shallow, but awaiting king tide. And the king tide is hopefully on Thursday next week, Thursday and Friday. King tide. So that king tide happens depending on the moon and the sun align to the earth, and that's how it pulls these forces of the tides.
Wow.
So we have one king tide next week that we hopefully will beach her properly and await this cyclone season. And we've taken away a risk that, if the cyclone comes up, the big risk for it to escape, lose its anchor, and it becomes a liability. So that's what we're trying to eliminate here. So we have beached her intentionally in front of our foreshore.
All right.
Like you mentioned, Fiji Water signing the MOA, I must say, on the 28th of October. Hopefully, and I understand this will really be exciting for us next year as we collaborate with Fiji Water and develop and facilitate some of these courses that are very practical to the industry.
Absolutely.
And hopefully improve the maritime industry in regards to the quality of our seafarers, and so we can compete internationally. And lastly, I believe just a few weeks ago, we've managed to recruit one of our new principal lecturers who's a master class 1, a very experienced seafarer,
yep.
who has decided to dedicate his time to the students and to the shore. So we are glad that he has just joined us last week. So it's looking fresh and exciting for 2026.
Yeah, fresh like the green coconuts of PCMS.
Definitely.
Now, I have to ask, I think this is one of the most important things that I've noticed from PCMS. Over time, you have grown so much, you know, rebranding from Fiji Maritime Academy to Pacific Center for Maritime Studies. And now you mentioned that the number of female students have increased as well. So apart from that, how did your college, how did your center make a positive impact in the lives of your students? What were some of the changes that you saw in your students that you would rate was like a positive impact?
This year, we have been quite strict on discipline, because this is a industry request, because most of our seafarers have been slightly ill-disciplined, and they have not been programmed or trained to go out.
Right.
There's a lot of loopholes and potholes that they can fall into, you know, such as drugs and
and it's across the board, not just for PCMS.
Yeah, sadly, till date, we have a few of our seafarers who have been imprisoned because they have done things like drugs and smuggling. So this is what we need to discipline the kids and advise them that, you know, you are dealing with a different type of people that, you know, when you are dealing with drugs.
Yeah.
So this year we have focused on discipline, and punctuality, which is another one.
Yes.
And this is because most of our stakeholders and seafarers and companies are telling us that they are losing a lot of money when one seafarer does not turn up for sailing time, because they forget to understand that there's so many people involved when a vessel is about to depart.
Exactly.
You got the pilot, you got the pilot boat, you got the rope guys, you've got the customs, and many others who are, you know, on standby. So it's not just a few dollars that the company is losing if there is a delay in an hour. So this is some of the few points that we can see. And we've tried to establish and initiate this year, and hopefully we cannot gauge our, you know, how good this program has been, but next year and the following year, if the ship owners come up and tell us that the results have been positive, so we will see this as a positive for us moving forward.
I love that. Thank you so much for doing that. I mean, right now, Fiji is on a war against drugs. So I think you're doing a wonderful job by starting so young, you know, with these young people from, you know, 18, 17 years old, 19 years old. So by the time they do become adults, they know right from wrong, and they become the best seafarers probably we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, in addition to that, Crystal, sadly, cover drinking has been identified as a risk on board. We may look at it in a different perspective. From here in Fiji, because that is part of our culture. And our culture. But it has not only become a good thing for the culture, but it has been identified as a risk. OHS risk, because our guys drink grog until morning. And then they turn up at 8 o'clock fatigued. And fatigue is one of the biggest issues that we have. That we have identified that this is why we're having accidents and incidents. Because people do not have enough sleep.
Right.
So we're trying to change that mentality. So this year, we have slowly eased off on the cover drinking in the maritime school. And also we're trying to show our students that there is better things to do than drinking kava.
Right. I love that. I love that not only you're changing their habits, but you're changing their lifestyle, changing their perspective. So if you have a student at home who is interested in, studying maritime next year, please go ahead. They'll not only learn how to, man or captain a ship, but they also learn life skills, learn about discipline. I think that is a wonderful thing that you have started, sir, and I congratulate you on that. Now you've touched a little bit about this, but I want to dive in deeper. And I want to know, what are the major plans, or just give us a glimpse of what some of your plans are for 2026.
Well, 2026, we have a lot that is being prepared now for 26. We are still awaiting some programs that we are trying to add into new programs that have not been. So we're developing that. And this is to engage the electricians, the technicians who join us on board.
Yeah.
So that they can not only focus on Fiji ships, but they can go on international ships. At the moment, they have not got the proper and the better qualification certification, so that they can then go outside that box.
Okay. So you're basically saying that if you're an electrician and you need to go on board and work on a vessel, you need to have certain certifications, which now PCMS is aiming to work towards.
It's already been prepared and only left to be approved by our MSEF, our authority.
Yep.
And we hopefully will begin this in the new year.
I'm so excited about that. Now, one more thing. You mentioned about you increasing your female numbers, so now it's 45%. Next year, are we looking at a certain number?
We want to match the IMO action item of 50%.
Oh, I have a good feeling you will. More women are going into fields that were dominated by men, and I think the maritime industry is one of those areas. And when we walk down in your campus, everybody takes a walk, now you see more girls compared to the men, and I think that's a positive thing. What do you think is a message that you would like to share with parents who have daughters who want to join the maritime industry?
Well, thank you very much. That is a critical point. Parents are worried about not sending their daughters, but now with more women out there at sea, there is more equality and more focus on them, on like using the bathroom and toilets. So there's dedicated bathroom and toilets, not like in previous years. It's all a man industry, so everything's about the toilet is not listed because everybody uses it.
Yeah.
And for those first women who were brave enough to enter the, that industry, I must salute them for being so brave, giving all their time, and they have suffered, I must say. And I hope that they are listening and they may be able to share their experience someday. But it is getting better.
Yeah, the tides are changing.
Tides are changing, definitely, and we're getting king tides as well.
That's good to know. Now, I just want to wish you all the best for 2026. Congratulations on all the achievements for 2025. I'm so proud of how far PCMS has come under your leadership, and we know that we will keep continuing to craft features together, continue to expand our horizons, and as we set sail into 2026, we're keeping our fingers crossed for the 50% for our women to join the PCMS. So thank you once again, sir, for taking out your time, and we will join you once again in another episode where we will discuss the key achievements of yet another college here at the Fiji National University. Vinaka.